Hello, my friends. Happy Friday to all of you. So yes, friends, new stimulus legislation has been proposed, and millions of low-income Americans may be eligible to receive a $450 relief check this winter. But lawmakers are trying to come to an agreement on the eligibility requirements for these payments. States are also working on programs that would provide housing and energy relief to Americans. Friends, please make sure that you watch until the end of this video for the complete details. To say thank you so much for being part of this community, I'm giving away a $50 Walmart gift card every day this month of December. If you would like to enter the giveaways, all you have to do, my friends, is click and like several of my videos, and then comment below the keyword of each video that you watch. The more videos that you comment on, the more likely your chances of winning these giveaways. I will be announcing a new winner at the end of this video, so friends, please stay tuned and watch until the very end. Maine Governor Janet Mills unveiled a $474 million emergency winter energy relief plan that would include $450 checks for all eligible Mainers and provide an additional $50 million for home heating assistance programs and $21 million for emergency housing programs. Under her plan, which could be voted very soon after state lawmakers are sworn into office, 860,000 Mainers earning up to $100,000 a year, heads of households earning up to $150,000 annually, and married couples who earn $200,000 a year will be eligible to receive this check. If the bill passes, the average Maine family will receive a check in the mail for $900 by mid-January. The heating relief plan, which requires the support of 2/3 of lawmakers to go into effect this winter, was created to ensure that low-income and middle-class Mainers can stay warm despite facing near record-high energy prices in the most heating oil-dependent state in the U.S. During an interview, Governor Janet Mills said, "We want to get an emergency bill enacted to keep people from freezing in the next couple of months. That's important." Governor Mills added that inflation and high energy prices are hitting Mainers very hard, sometimes forcing them to choose between heating their homes, putting food on the table, or paying for other necessities. She said her plan would ease a burden on Maine people by putting money back into their pockets. But it must win the support of at least 2/3 of state lawmakers before that can happen. Maine political leaders spent this past Tuesday trying to negotiate a bipartisan deal that had support from both sides of the political aisle before putting it to a vote. But talks broke down after Republicans asked for time to hold a hearing on the proposal and to get more information on how it would be funded. However, friends, Governor Mills said during her interview that she believed they were close to a deal, which is great news. Also, according to a new report from Citi Global Wealth Investments, the United States will likely tumble into a mild recession next year that sees unemployment top 5%. The group also said in its latest Outlook report that was published this week that the economy could lose an estimated 2 million jobs in 2023 as the jobless rate climbs to 5.25%. The economist stated in a recent report, "We believe the Fed's rate hikes and shrinking bond portfolio have been stringent enough to cause an economic contraction within 2023. And if the Fed does not pause rate hikes until it sees a contraction, a deeper recession may ensue." The Federal Reserve has been raising interest rates at the most aggressive pace since the 1980s in a bid to fight inflation. Policymakers have already approved 6 straight rate hikes, putting the federal funds rate into a range of 3.75% to 4% from near zero in March. Although officials are expected to approve a slightly smaller 50 basis point increase at their December meeting, they have also signaled an appetite for a higher peak interest rate. During a speech, Fed Chairman Jerome Powell said, "The time for moderating the pace of rate increases may come as soon as the December meeting. Given our progress in tightening policy, the timing of that moderation is far less significant than the questions of how much further we will need to raise rates to control inflation and the length of time it will be necessary to hold policy at a restrictive level. But with inflation remaining persistently high, economists widely expect the Fed to trigger a recession with higher interest rates, which could force consumers and ultimately businesses to pull back on spending. Bank of America and Goldman Sachs are among the major Wall Street firms forecasting a downturn next year. Although they remain uncertain about its severity, Fed policymakers have also acknowledged the risk of a recession, but have warned that there's a greater risk in ending the tightening cycle too soon and allowing inflation to become resurgent. Jerome Powell has conceded that an uptick in unemployment could be the price to pay in order to lower inflation. So, dear friends, what are your thoughts on all of this? Do you think that our economy is headed towards a recession? Please let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Well, my amazing and dearest best friends, that is the end of my daily stimulus update video for this Friday. Thank you so much, friends, for joining me here every day and watching all the new videos I post. The winner of today's Walmart gift card giveaway is Radisha Terazingham. Congratulations, my friend. To claim your gift card, please check your notifications page and send me a message, or you can message me on my Facebook page. Remember, friends, I'll be giving away a Walmart gift card every day in December. Please make sure you enter these daily giveaways simply by clicking and liking several of my videos, and then comment below the keyword of each video that you watch. I'll be announcing another winner, friends, in a video tomorrow, so please make sure that you do stay tuned for that video. Thank you and have a wonderful and blessed weekend.
What was now tropical storm, not hurricane, Henri, which made landfall at approximately 12:15 this afternoon in Rhode Island. Henri is impacting much of the Northeast right now, and I want to talk about our efforts to prepare and respond to this storm. We have been closely monitoring Henri's progress and making the necessary preparations. Fortunately, it's no longer a hurricane. It's been downgraded to a tropical storm. And we are taking it seriously, though, because the size and the storm surge and the rainfall is producing. It's also impacting an area of the country that has already experienced heavy rainfall over the past several days. And while New Englanders are used to dealing with some tough weather, this storm has the potential for widespread consequences across the region, with significant flooding and power outages that could affect hundreds of thousands of people. And so we're doing everything we can now to help those states prepare, respond, and recover. I can't think of anyone better to lead this operation than Deanne Criswell of FEMA. Before she headed up FEMA, she led the emergency response in New York City, and she was one of the key federal officials leading our response to Superstorm Sandy. She knows this area very, very well and knows what's needed better than anyone. Yesterday, I talked with the administrator and each of the governors in the key states most likely to be affected. I urged them to take advantage of the assistance FEMA can offer in advance and committed to do everything we can to support their communities through the storm and afterwards. FEMA has already pre-positioned resources in the region to speed our ability to respond, including food, water, and life-saving communications equipment, as well as generators. In close cooperation with the electrical sector, preparations are in place to address significant power outages, and resources and supports is